Hello everybody, welcome to Nyaka News. We are going to be bringing you Nyaka News every single month from January 2023 onwards. This will bring a series of episodes covering different topics, but all related and zeroing on the mission and vision of Nyaka. For those of you who have been supporting Nyaka for many years, we thank you and appreciate you. This will be your updates. For those of you who are new to Nyaka, it's going to be an eye-opening experience for you to see what is possible when a group of people put their heads together, their funds together, and support a mission that does not only change lives but transforms communities around the world. Nyaka, ladies and gentlemen, is located in southwestern Uganda, the place where I was born and raised. I've run this organization for 22 years. We've seen babies, orphaned babies, in 2001 who have become now doctors, lawyers, teachers, construction workers. Think of every profession, Nyaka has done it. We've seen a transformation in the community that didn't have clean water, didn't have a library, didn't have a hospital, didn't have a farm. Now a community that is transformed through those programs. Clean water systems that we take for granted in the United States is now available for people in Nyaka village where I was born and raised. As a child, I didn't think that was possible. We have seen women who were raising children, walking miles and miles to fetch water, toiling every single day, now become business people. 20,000 entrepreneurs in southwestern Uganda, in Kanungu, Rukunjiri, and Rubanda, and more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I spent half of December in Uganda to check on the programs, on the children, on the grandmothers, and everything we do in Uganda. Representing our staff in the United States, in Canada, and in the UK, representing you who have supported Nyaka for many years, being your eyes and ears on the ground. All staff members, volunteers, teachers, nurses, doctors, accountants that work for Nyaka, 120 strong, send their greetings and Happy New Year. So welcome to 2023. We have so much going on the ground. We have worked diligently to build systems, databases, marketing programs, systems that allows us now to even have a department that can bring you these films. Making films is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of editing, lots of time filming. Our media personalities will be bringing you this information on a monthly basis, and I am honored to be the first one to share this news. You can go on our website, www.nyakaglobal.org, and find our top 10 from 2023. Now, Nyaka accomplished so much in 1 year, but we picked out top 10. When you read them, for those of you who have supported Nyaka for many years, please share your top 10. You don't have to go with ours, share yours. Some of you are sponsors of children. Some of you are dentists who have volunteered at our clinic. Some of you are board members who have served for many years. What is your top 10? On our website, you'll see top 10. Share your top 10 and let's continue to build together. 2023 has started out very, very, very special for us. As we speak right now, ladies and gentlemen, nursery class at Nyaka Primary School has recruited young babies, superstars, whose first step in a school setting is going to happen soon. They're going to get their uniforms, they're going to get their shoes, they're going to get their first balanced diet meal at Nyaka. They're going to be met by teachers who are loving, who are kind, and who are going to mold and shape their future. We know they can do this because they have proven over 22 years that they can do this and it is possible. At Kutamba Primary School, we also have superstars who are beginning. Nyaka has grown also in staff. We thank our country director, Jennifer Nantale, who is leading at the helm in Uganda. The offices have expanded. We have programs people, we have grant writers, we have a marketing person on the ground. The finance department is growing, and accounting, which is very important for Nyaka and has continued to make it a successful organization, because every dollar we receive, we account for it. We are very efficient on how we use funds on the ground, and that is shown on our 990s here in the United States, in our audited reports in Uganda, in Canada, in the United States. You can see that through our website. Our personnel are all listed on the website. Feel free to go and check out what Matt Stabo is doing with media department, what Cassandra is doing in communication, what Claire is doing with fundraising. Check out our managing director and his data mind and human resource on how we do things. Look at UK, Nyaka UK, and see what's happening there. Continue to give us feedback, because we depend on you for what we do. USA office is excited. Last year we were able to acquire a building. We now have offices, permanent home in Michigan, and you can send your packages. You can come and visit. Michigan State University is within a walking distance. We'll be able to have volunteers come in, and while you are at it, make sure you check Etsy. Nyaka grandmother's products, ladies and gentlemen, are listed on Nyaka website. You can buy baskets. Valentine's is coming. There are red baskets all over there. I'm also excited to highlight that Nyaka has partnered with New York Road Runners, New York Marathon, since 2018. We have had runners come and run and raise money. Ladies and gentlemen, these are people who did not know about Nyaka the day before they signed. But we Nyakalize them. That's a term we came up with in Nyaka, meaning we spread Nyaka gospel to these people in so many different communities around the world. I have run 3 New York marathons to raise money for Nyaka, and on March 19th, I'll be running a half a marathon. New York marathon organizers have put together a half a marathon, which will also tie into our running and building up to November 7th, when 20 runners once again will take on the streets of New York and raise money for the children and grandmothers and the communities we serve in Uganda. So if you're a runner, or you know another runner, or you know somebody who likes to cheer a New York Marathon, come join us, be our guest, and we can make a difference just doing what we already love to do. But ideas come in all the time. We want to hear from you. This news is for you. Share it, subscribe to Nyaka channel, and continue to raise awareness around the world. As you plan your travels, ladies and gentlemen, like I told you, I was in Uganda December 12th, and I came back to the United States on January the 4th. As soon as I arrived in the United States, they took my temperature, they tested, and they've been checking on. The health department has been checking on. Let me assure you right now, the Uganda government health department is one of the best in the world. We, as in a country of Uganda, fought HIV/AIDS. We're still fighting. In fact, recently we launched the first factories in Uganda that make HIV/AIDS medicine, and launched also the factory that makes vaccines for COVID in Uganda. So the government of Uganda has been wonderful in fighting pandemics. HIV/AIDS was one. Before this Ebola you hear about, there was another Ebola outbreak, and Uganda fought. There was SARS, there was another Ebola, and then there were COVID, and now there's Ebola again. The government of Uganda has cleared that it is safe to travel to Uganda. Uganda is Ebola free, according to the State Department and Uganda government Ministry of Health. So unless something changes, You can travel to Uganda. I did hear from some of our donors, Richard Sigo being one of them, and I assured him I've been there, and I sent what I have from Uganda government websites, and you can cross-check them to make sure. So travel is safe, and while Ebola was in Uganda, it was some few specific districts. Nyaka area, the place where Nyaka serves, southwestern Uganda, was not one of those districts. But there were cases in Kampala, but minimal, but it was all contained. Uganda is free of Ebola, according to the Minister of Health and the President of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to be the founder and CEO of Nyaka, and we are filming this, by the way, something else we want to share. We are filming this at Harvard University. In 2022, I got an honor to be selected as one of Advanced Leadership Initiative, ALI, a program that brings seasoned CEOs around the world, seasoned non-profit leaders around the world, and put them together in one cohort. They could have selected anybody in the world. I was honored to be one of the 37 cohort members for 2023. So I'm spending a year at Harvard University working with these cohort members, working with Harvard professors, teaching classes and auditing classes to enhance the work Nyaka has done in 22 years. It's an honor, it's a blessing to be in this campus. And for a boy who grew up in Nyaka, went to Makerere University, went to Columbia University, to be seated right now at Harvard University campus, surrounded by 37 cohort members from around the world, 14 countries represented, CEOs of 500 Fortune companies, women lawyers who have defended the law, church leaders who have done activism, voting rights in this country, Caribbean, South America, Brazil, Turkey, all coming together to propose a social impact cause they want to do. We have cohort members who are working in trafficking. We have cohort members who are working on women issues. We have cohort members who are working on democracy. We have cohort members who are working on climate change. Together, each of the 37 had to propose a project they are going to do in their country, in this world. Some have spent all their years making money and accumulating wealth, and now they are sitting back going, I want to make a difference in the world. They have paid Harvard to come and learn how to do that. Then Harvard looked into those of us who have spent the rest all our lives working to make an impact in the world, to come and teach them how to do it. So the men and women who have made so much money are going to teach us how to scale businesses, how to raise money. We are going to teach them how to strategically make a difference in the world. It's like a match made in heaven. Kennedy School of Government is where we are filming this right now. So I'll be able to do some classes here, co-teach some classes here, School of Education, work on education equity, law school, look at human rights and how it affects people around the world. Divinity, I do want to touch on the church. The church and human rights are so connected. Given my background, that will be something interesting. I want to look in public health, with health on the ground. COVID has made such a divide between the haves and have-nots. During these 2 years of COVID, Uganda schools were shut down. The effect of COVID is going to be there for a long time. In fact, I wrote a book, Sitwe Fights COVID, to bring awareness in this world on how what COVID effects have been in these countries. Research done here at Harvard University showed the gaps grew between communities that are low income and communities that are a little bit wealthier were not as affected as the ones with low income. Granted, my children had computers, had tablets, their education was not affected. Children at Nyaka sat home for 2 years without seeing a teacher or a classroom, and that gap is going to continue being widened. So in summary, I'm going to be here for 1 year. I am working here. I have my little studio in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'll be flying home to Michigan every 2 weeks to spend time with the children and get into their activities, and then continue to work from here while building a sustainable Nyaka organization that will take us into the next 25 years of service, of transformation, and sustainable building our organization. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for watching this. Please do share it, do subscribe, and don't forget to tell us your top 10 Nyaka moments from 2022. Happy New Year, happy 2023. Thank you for watching.